And with that bird, we get this hunt started off right. We decided to get out there at the crack of dawn, as you can see, because we were having some problems. The birds were getting out to breakfast way earlier than they normally do. In fact, sometimes we'd show up at the field and it would still be dark outside, and when the sun would come up, we'd see them in the fields eating where we can't get to them. Open fields and pheasant hunting don't go very well together. So we tried to beat them at their own game, and it pays off with this bird, but it ended up being a theme throughout the rest of the season. They just wanted to get out early, and the cover just wasn't full of birds like it normally is first thing in the morning.
Good boy,
so.
come here.
But we find ways to work around it,
no,
and
Tonks,
we have our first bird in the bag.
Leave it, Tonks. Here, my bird.
Today you're going to see the many moods of North Dakota. We have a wide disparity in the weather throughout the day. As you can see, it's nice and clear here. And then we switch over to the afternoon where it's bluebird day, light breeze and not too bad. And it gets ugly later, but not before we get through this thicket here and miss a couple birds and then finally connect on one.
No bird, Kenobi. Come on. Got him.
And you can't really see it there because of the length of the grass, but Kenobi was just rushing by, and he just hit the brakes and turned an abrupt 90 degrees to point that bird. It was actually really cool to see. And just a split second after he hit that point, it lost its nerve and flew.
Come on.
We end up getting this bird in the bag, and then we start seeing some real troubles down the line.
Tonks was on that one. I'll have to review the footage to be sure. Come on. Where you at? Good girl, Tonksy. Here, my bird. My bird. Good girl, Tonks. My bird. Tonks, no. Thank you. No! You did your job. Good job. Good bird.
You know, there's a saying that floats around here in North Dakota that says, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. It'll change on you. And as you can see, it changed quite drastically. And the change really kind of messed up the dogs, I think, because they started getting real goofy on me. I started getting frustrated. I was just not enjoying myself anymore, so I decided to call it quits. But then I drove by a spot where I know that they get holed up when a sudden storm comes in. And we end up finding a bunch of birds and get our third one for the day. If I am being 100% honest with myself, I think I was very glad to have this hunt over by then. I don't know if it was a change in the weather, if it was just some force beyond what I know, but the dogs just really got goofy on me, like I said, and they decided that they didn't want to listen anymore. They decided that they would rather just bulldoze past birds rather than stop and point them. And, you know, every dog has its day, good or bad, and so we decided to call it quits. I did have other plans to go find some sharp-tailed grouse. I know where some of those birds hole up when a sudden storm comes in like this too.
Good dog.
But I decided it wasn't worth it today, and we just were happy with our 3 birds and call it a day.
Dead bird, pick him up. Good dog. You find him? Where is he? Good bird. Nope, my bird, my bird, my bird. Easy, my bird. Oh, my bird. Hey, my bird. Kenobi. Get him, get him. Bring him here. Tonks, no. Come on. My bird, my bird. Nope, my bird. Thank you. Give it, leave it. Tonks. Where does feathers go?
And that will wrap this one up for today. I know it was short, but we got some good footage in, and you know, when the weather and the dogs just don't want to cooperate, there's not much else you can do. So we did get a limit of birds, which is more than you can hope for in a situation like this, so that worked out good. But if you like what you saw, why don't you give us a like and a subscribe so we can keep on bringing you some bird hunting material, and we will see you on the next one.